Hello Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Aquarius, today we're going to look at your current situation. We're also going to see what Spirit wants you to know about your current situation, as well as the outcome to your current situation. So Aquarius, with all of that being said, let's get started. What is Aquarius's current situation? For Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, what is their current situation? All right, Aquarius, so we do have the Page of Wands, as well as the Seven of Pentacles. And then we also have the Tower out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Six of Swords. So Aquarius, it looks like for a while you've been in a very stuck and stagnant place, but I feel like it has a lot to do with possibly, it could have a lot to do with possibly a person that you were dealing with. Maybe there was someone in your life that was keeping you in a very stuck and stagnant place. Maybe it was a job that was keeping you in a very stuck and stagnant place. I mean, the fact that we do have the Tower out here, you know, the Tower is linked to the Devil, which basically represents a toxic environment. It could also definitely represent that you were attached to somebody who is very toxic and unhealthy for you. But whatever this toxic environment was for you, or whoever this toxic person was to you, I do see you definitely moving away from this person or this environment that was keeping you stuck and stagnant and just bringing in a lot of toxicity and dysfunction and instability into your life. With the Page of Wands to the Seven of Pentacles, that's kind of telling me that you're about to see a lot of things fall into place in your life, you know, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, as well as financially. This decision that you're making to move away from this environment or this person was honestly the best decision that you could have ever made, because I feel like it's going to drastically improve your life in ways that you were probably not anticipating or expecting that it honestly would. Now, let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your current situation. Yeah, Aquarius, now that you've removed yourself from this environment or this person, yeah, for some of you, if you were dealing with someone in particular, I feel like this person was like robbing you of multiple things. Yeah, I feel like this person was like robbing you of multiple things. I just keep getting like an energy of somebody taking and taking and taking and taking and taking from you. But I feel like this individual robbed you of like a lot of things, especially your peace of mind. I am definitely getting that this person really did rob you of your peace of mind, but I feel like this person was just honestly just constantly taking and taking and taking from you. So now that you've removed yourself from this individual in particular, Aquarius, expect growth to take place in your life. Expect for things to fall into place. With the Page of Wands to the Seven of Pentacles, Aquarius, you have a lot to look forward to now that this person is not in your life anymore. And now that you've detached yourself from this person and removed yourself from this person and or environment. All right, let's see what Spirit wants you to know about your current situation. What do you want Aquarius to know about their current situation? Ooh. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw this energy is, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? Ooh. Okay. Aquarius, this individual that you decided to walk away from, I feel like it's a person that you decided to walk away from the looks of it. It is somebody that I do believe you shared a very strong and intense connection with. I am definitely getting that strongly between the two of you. There's a lot of there's a lot of chemistry, passion, and attraction here between you and this person. So it does appear to me that you had a very strong and intense connection with this individual. For some of you, you could have been dealing with your twin flame. That's a huge possibility as well. But okay, for starters, like I said, I keep getting, where do you think you're going? Where do you think you're going? So I do feel like this person, you know, may try to stop you from walking out of their life. If you have yet to walk out of their life, expect this person to try to stop you. I'm also getting, this is very narcissistic by the way of them, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it because it's probably something that you're going to find yourself in, you know, for the most part experiencing with this individual. This person might try to do something to keep you in their life. I am definitely getting that. This person might try to do something to keep you in their life. What do I mean by that? This person might tell you, well, if you leave me, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to myself. In hopes that that'll influence you to change your mind and continue to stay with them. This person might try to use something against you in hopes that that'll like prevent you from walking out of their life. I am definitely getting that. Yeah, this is very narcissistic of this person. I am definitely getting that. I feel like this person did absolutely everything under the sun to push you away. And the fact that you finally decided, okay, you know what, let me get up and walk away from this person. You know what I mean? It's like they want to come in and again, like either use something against you, or this person might go as far as to tell you like, well, if you leave me, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to myself. You know what I mean? But I am primarily getting that this person might either do that, or this person might try to use something against you. Maybe like a secret or something that you may have, that you confided in them about. That's definitely a possibility against you in hopes, you know what I mean, that it'll get you to continue to remain with them. Now, in regards to what Spirit wants you to know, right, about your current situation, this is kind of like a heads up, fair warning from Spirit to you that this is what this person more than likely will find themselves essentially doing. So just be mindful of that. But with the world coming out here, this is what Spirit wants you to know, regardless of whatever it is that this person is telling you, in hopes that it'll influence you to change your mind or remain with them. Spirit wants you to close this cycle out here between you and this person, okay? Regardless of what this person is telling you, regardless of what this person says, they're going to use against you if you do decide to get up and leave them. Spirit wants you to close this cycle out here between you and this person. The reason why Spirit wants you to close this cycle out here between you and this person is because, for one, this person's not going to do anything. And well, for two, this person is just simply trying to manipulate you into continuing to remain with them. So with all of that being said, do not fall for it. Spirit wants you to close this cycle out here between you and this person. Do not fall for this person's tricks. Don't fall for this person's tricks. As far as the ultimate outcome is concerned, we do have the Ace of Cups. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. Aquarius, I cannot emphasize this enough. You have so much to look forward to now that you've officially freed yourself from this environment and or person, which I do believe it more than likely is a person that we're talking about here, that you recently decided to free yourself from. This is honestly the best decision that you could have ever made for yourself, because not only do I see your mental health improving, which is kind of making me feel like while you were dealing with this person, you just had zero peace of mind dealing with them. But I do see that drastically improving. I see you in a much better place mentally, emotionally, spiritually, as well as financially. The fact that we see you going from the Seven of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles, that's pretty impressive. That's telling me that there's a lot of growth and expansion and abundance that you're experiencing in your life now that you decided to remove yourself from this person. Now, for those of you who have yet to do this, this is what you have to essentially look forward to: more abundance, more stability, more happiness, more joy, more peace, more harmony, more balance in your life. This brand new beginning here that you're creating for yourself is going to bring a lot of emotional satisfaction to your life. With the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to start to finally turn around in your favor. For a while, I feel like, at least for you, Aquarius, things haven't necessarily been looking so good for you, but I feel like it has a lot to do with this person and all the bad that they've essentially been bringing into your life is basically what I'm gathering. So With all of that being said, it kind of looks like regardless of what this person tells you in hopes that it'll influence you to continue to remain with them, I do not believe it's going to work. I feel like this person has definitely used this strategy on you many times before, and you may have fallen for it. That's definitely a possibility, but I just don't see you falling for it anymore. I do see you making a choice and sticking to that decision and seeing it through. Now, what's going to end up happening here with this King of Wands? Oh. We have the Judgment card. We got the Four of Wands, and then we also have the Four of Cups out here. It kind of looks like, you know, that's interesting. You know, when you were dealing with this person, Aquarius, I just feel like you were extremely unhappy and had like zero peace of mind is basically what I'm getting. It just kind of looks like the tables are essentially turning here, if you will. Like, I actually see them under a lot of stress. I actually see them extremely unhappy and miserable is basically what I'm getting, because they don't have you in their life is basically what I'm getting. So this is like one of those situations where it's like, what's going to make this person happy is just not going to make you happy, and it hasn't been making you happy for quite some time now. But what's going to make you happy is just clearly no longer remaining with this person, but it's also not going to, you know what I mean, make this person happy in the process of it all. Here's another thing. This person will be back. That's kind of besides the point here. This person definitely will be back. They will definitely resurface back up here for you, Aquarius. It is in your best interest, though, if you continue to proceed forward with your life and leave this dynamic behind you. Because if you were to accept this person back into your life all over again, you will find yourself, you know, back at square one. So when this person does, you know, reach out to you, you know, in the near future, it is in your best interest to ignore this person. It is in your best interest to just block this person and continue to focus on your happiness and move forward and move on with your life and focus on manifesting and creating the life that you want for yourself. Like I said, for this particular person, it kind of looks like things are kind of going downhill for them. But I feel like that's how this relationship was for you, where it felt like things were just constantly going downhill between the two of you, as well as, you know, things within your own personal life, is basically what I'm getting. So it kind of looks like as your life starts to drastically improve, their life starts to go to shit is like the best way that I can describe what it is that I'm seeing here. But I feel like it was the other way around when you were with them, oddly enough. Like, I feel like, you know, it kind of, yeah, I feel like it kind of was that way for you, where it's like when you got with them, it's like shit started to kind of go downhill for you, but things started to look great for them and improve for them. But now that you're removing yourself and you're taking your power back and you're gaining control over your life all over again, it's like we see your life drastically improving and we see their life drastically declining and going to shit is like the best way that I can describe what it is that I'm seeing here. So this person's definitely going to find themselves, you know, getting a taste of what it's like being in your shoes for once is basically what I'm getting. All right. So that is what I have for you, Aquarius. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.